Okay, so take two. So this is a setup that I'm doing. Just to play around here. So this is my, of course, my famous vertical axis wind turbine, and this is the PMA, which is a ceiling fan, which I've from the Muddy story. I've modified this one with some permanent earth magnets, and I'm going to try this out as a generator. Now this isn't like what we usually have with the 3-phase coming out. This is 1 phase. There's 2 sets of coils. One's behind the other, an offset. So initially I thought, cool, I have 2 sets of coils, so I got a 2-phase, but in reality it's actually causing it to amplify the coil in front of it, the one behind it. So you kind of actually run them in series, and then you just got to get the series right. So what here, this is kind of where I've done for this first test here, is I have this, of course, this exciting setup here to so that this will run this way. And shaft isn't exactly perfect, so I ended up just doing this other rule burger thing to keep it steady. That way I don't actually bind the shaft. I don't really want to bind that shaft any more than I can or have to. So it comes down over to here, where out of my harness, this is one set of coils, this is the other set of coils. Now when I assembled the assembly, I just thought of it as being a 2-phase, so I don't know which one's the front and which one's the back. So I'm over here with this little setup here to see which is the best way. So basically I've moved my jumper around, and I move these around, switching them back and forth to find the best performance. And then I'm running it into well, a pair of 6-volt lantern batteries. Not the best ones, well, maybe they are the worst ones, but I mean, this is just a play for right now. Onto my board for a 3-phase PMA. So it's expecting 3 phases in, going into a rectifier, 3-wire rectifier come out DC. So we're only using 1 leg essentially. Could be considered 2, but it's really 1. And so it goes in over here, and then goes through the brake switch, and comes down through my what's up meter, and then over here to the batteries. And this is just to see, you know, what it will do. And I'm going to put a piece of bag over it so it keeps the moisture out of it, hopefully all the moisture. And most of it's pretty durable except for maybe the what's up, although I have one mounted outside on another location that it doesn't seem to be bothered, but it's not in direct, you know, water flow. So basically I kept doing is I kept switching it over, and I hand crank the PMA because, you know, there's no wind. I don't know what I could get for you here. So I basically hand crank it and see which gives me the best voltage, and play around with the wires until this one seems to be the best voltage hand cranking it. So what I'm just going to do is, you know, it's got to happen that we're going to get some wind. It's been so humid lately that we haven't really had much wind, and even my idiot-proof one over here isn't turning. He's nice and quiet too. See, he's just starting to turn because he wants to show off, but you know, it's been that kind of weather lately. It's just been really, really humid, hot, and very little wind. So when I get this a little bit more configured, I could just run it through one. I don't know what I'll do next. This is all just play, you know. This is what we do. We tinker, we play. So we'll see what we get for data. What's nice about the what's up meter is it's going to record what's going on. So if I'm not here to watch it and run out with my camera and my meters, this will tell me the battery voltage. It won't really tell me what it's putting out, but if the battery's charged, you know, the most it's going to go is 6-7 volts. So as they charge, and then it's going to tell me if I had any power coming out of the PMA on the meters here for amp hours and watts. So ta-ta for now.